Meet the Rookies is brought to you by Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar.
Khalil Herbert, period 4, Caprara, May 11th, 2016. Dear myself.
My English class, our teacher had us write a letter. Basically, 5 years in the future, where we want to be, where we see ourselves being, what we want to do. And she was going to mail them to us in 5 years. And everything I had written on there came true.
Running left is Herbert.
Chicago Bears select Khalil Herbert.
As a child, he got into a lot of trouble. He would jump off the bed, the table, very active.
They used to have to call me from work to get him because he never would listen to anyone.
I never went through that with his older brother. So I was like, what's going on with Khalil? But I think he was just bored. He turned 5, went to elementary school. That's when he calmed down. And ever since then, sweetest kid.
From then to where he is today, it's like night and day.
My dad, he only coached me 1 year, and he said he'd never do it again because he'd just get so mad at me but couldn't really scream at me.
He was, he was a little harder to coach. I wouldn't even say harder. He was just different to coach than KJ. KJ kind of was a natural talent. Khalil always had to work at it. He's always had a process, and he's fell in love with the process. So I think to me, those earlier years of him working and working and working and working to make it, even at that level, has helped him.
We would go plan summer trips, even during high school. Vacation time, he wouldn't come because he didn't want to miss practice.
He was supposed to go on vacation, and the team he played for lost every single Saturday. They did not win a game. And when they were going to leave to go on vacation, he was going to miss one of the games. He said, "Sorry, I can't go. I've got football practice." And we were like, "Why? You guys don't win." And he's like, "Doesn't matter. I got football practice. I can't go." And I remember his mom was like, "What do you mean? You're not going to go on vacation?" And he did not go.
He's just used to seeing everybody in our family. I mean, we've all, been grinders from day one. We just work.
Thinking a little bit, my dad helped me install that when I was younger. Just the way I've watched him work his whole life. He doesn't do anything half-stepping. He does it 100%, 110% every single time, and he does a really good job.
He started playing running back at Douglas in Parkland. And actually, that's where he kind of started to blossom.
When I was really a freshman in high school, I didn't know really if I was going to go to college to play football. I liked playing, but I didn't know if I was good enough. I was never the most talented one. I was never, the crazy athlete, but one thing I did do was work. And that kind of just originates from my days at Douglas, I'd say.
And we are coming on the air at this hour with news of a school shooting in South Florida. This took place in Parkland, Florida, at Douglas High School.
I was at the University of Kansas. I had just finished a workout. So I remember I'm walking into the training room, and they had the news channels on the TV. So I'm walking into the training room drinking a protein shake, and I'm reading the TV saying that there was a shooting. So I'm looking, and I'm reading, and I'm like, wait a second. Like, that was my old school.
It took us back because you realize life is so short, and you have to tell the ones you love that you love them when you're in their presence, because you never know what the next minute could hold.
Aaron Feist, also a school security guard, gave his life protecting his students by using himself as a human shield.
Coach Feist was a good guy, man. He was high on KJ at Douglas, so when Khalil came into the program at Douglas, he had kind of a standard to hold up. And Coach Feist would always remind him, "Hey, your brother was this, your brother was that,"
He kind of helped me instill that belief in myself that if you work at it, if you work hard, got me in the weight room, finally getting some weight on my body. I'm like 160 as a freshman, so just got me in the weight room doing the right things. Just those little things helped me kind of direction and set a foundation for where I am today. After 4 games, I decided to redshirt. I was initially going to come back to Kansas, but some things happened and ended up just entering the transfer portal. Took a couple visits, but ultimately, I went to Virginia Tech.
The only thing I remember saying to them when he was going there, I said, "Listen, this is his one shot. And I just want to make sure that he's in the right place. That's all I said, but I knew that he had that ability in him if he was given the opportunity.
The coaches there, they believed in me. They let me play my game. They just let me do what I do on the field, and I think that's a big part of why I think I had success there.
He was slated to go, I think, the 3rd or 4th round, the latest. And, you know, we were seeing a lot of movements going on at his position.
He cried the second day of the draft. So we waited like 18, 16 hours, basically. So, and he cried again. So it was just emotional. I just hugged him and just like, whew.
He leaned on my shoulder, and the feeling that I got was like, I did it.
I think that's like the second time I've ever seen him cry. But he just was saying that he's proud of me. He was just proud. He was happy. He didn't really say much. It was kind of just knew what he was thinking.
It came as a surprise. We got something in the mail probably about a month ago. I told his dad, I said, you know, if he gets drafted, it would be awesome to read this letter to him. Dear myself, high school was the funnest time. Learned a lot of lessons and things I'll take with me along the way.
So I hadn't heard it yet, so they read it to me after the draft.
In 5 years, I'll be in the NFL. 5 years from now, God will have and will still be showing his greatness through me. I want to affect and touch people's hearts in one way or another. 5 years, hopefully I'll still be humble and give all the glory to God with the blessings he has given me. I will be a successful man. That I know for sure.
5 years, that's a lot of time, and a lot of stuff could change and happen. So just everything I've been through in college and trying to figure and maneuver things, you know, it was kind of surreal.
Everything I saw in that moment, the flash was like from the flag football moment to the days not wanting to go on vacation, just working and working, you know, to his time at Kansas, finally. Like kind of like how his year at VTech went, how I just felt it, you know, it was a really, really joyful moment.
I can't think of anyone else who deserves this more than he does. And not because he's just a great guy, but I know the work he put in. So I remember the times where he was really frustrated and he could have quit, but quitting was never even a word in his vocabulary.
Just so happy for him. Just really happy and relieved because it's been a stressful couple months working towards this.
I want people to say when I'm done that, you know, that was a good guy, a good teammate, good friend. Like, he was always there for me. So I always want to be there for people whenever they need me to be. I always want to be that person for people.
Khalil, I just want to say congratulations again on, you know, your hard work. Everything you did, you know, it put you in this position, and I know that you're going to continue to do the things that you need to do to move forward. I'm proud of you. I love you. And bear down, Juice Man.
Meet the Rookies is brought to you by Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar.